let's start with athletics. I know you've been following preparations. People do not even remember anymore that this is the year of the All Africa Games.
Exactly. Not only that, you also have the World Championships.
The World Championship is really closing in on us.
It's very close. It's in August. So AFM had decided to like have some competitions for the home-based athletes before.
You know, the home-based athletes have been complaining that they have not been doing so much. So the AFN is responding by giving them so much.
So much to do because the Golden League right now has started. The first one was in Onisha. Of course, you had some players. Some of the athletes could not really
win the prize
get
money.
All the prize money precisely. That 3 million had to be returned to the federation and all that, which the president wasn't really happy about. But this weekend we'll be having the one in Kaduna. So that one is still another venue for most of the athletes because, according to the gist from AFN camp, it's the fact that it's going to be difficult for you to have most of the athletes actually making the A standard because right now there's no more B standard in the IAAF because what IAAF had decided to do was if you're not able to make the A standard, there is no, cut short for you. So the 3 Golden Grand Prix is supposed to help the athletes prepare so well.
So now this weekend,
precisely. Now this weekend, it's going to be in Kaduna. They'll be having another Golden League, and it's going to be on the 27th at the Amadu Bello Stadium. That's where it will be taking place. You have some top short athletes, of course, the ones that were actually in the first one in Onisha, Anambra State. You have a Divan Odudu who will be leading the men's 100 meters, and of course you also have a Imome Nicholas. He will also be there. Odele Tega will also be there. Ebo Nuvi Mamus, he is also part of that team. Then for the women, of course, you have some of the athletes that have qualified. Igbinosu in soccer, Wisdom, Ezele Inkem, we have Cecilia Francis, Abolaji Omotayo. That's for the women, those ones that will be leading them. Then you also have some other athletes, 2014 African Athletics Championship medalist, Martins Ogiraki. He will lead the 110 meters hurdles. And also you have Akon Samuel, Etim, Wisdom Benjamin, Abdullahi Bashiru. So these are some of the athletes that will be, these are the ones that actually qualified for it. Other athletes are welcome to come. But those ones we have to pay their way in and all that. These ones, of course, AFM will be responsible for them because of their performance in the last one. So Nigeria is going to, most of the athletes are going to participate in so many. You have short puts, you have long jump, high jump, the 400 meters, men and women, the 400 meters hurdles, men and women, 1,500 meters, men and women. Of course, you also have javelin and all that. So these athletes, the ones that are also able to make the short cut will also be selected. You also have the last Golden Prix is going to be in Golden League is going to be in Ilorin. So that will be July 11th. So after that, then athletes that will also be selected from there will also have a chance to participate in another tournament.
Okay.
The Warri
Grand Prix.
Precisely, the Warri Grand Prix is also coming up. That will be coming up on the 24th of July. And now, immediately after that, in Cross River State, the usual trials that will take place, which is the big one.
From Nigerian Championship.
Precisely, from 30th to 1st of August. So that's the biggest one. So all the athletes, whether you're home, abroad, wherever you are, all of them will have to be there because that's where the final list will be made. And after that, they will go for the World Championships in Beijing, China.
This leg is taking place in Kaduna at the Amadu Bello Stadium.
Yes, precisely. Yeah.
So the home-based athletes do not have any reason to complain that they are not being given, being carried along. They have a whole lot of activities just to get them into shape and make them get the qualifying criteria set out by the AFN and by the IAAF.
Yeah, the ball is now in the court of the athletes. Like Cecilia said, I also read it. It's credited to Solomon Ogba that he felt disappointed that they couldn't win the prize money.
Prize money at stake.
When they competed at the Ojeni sports ground in Oba Onisha. So for the athletes, they now need to up their performance. They are so much at stake. Monetary, qualification for major international championship. So it's a win-win situation for them. They don't have any reason to complain under this present administration. They need to train hard, focus properly, and make sure that they make the cut for the international and also win some money to by the side.
Another thing is you also have the high performance center in Port Harcourt. Remember that one that was open some time ago, so athletes can always go there and of course train and keep in shape and all that. And that's where most of the athletes will be camped before these major tournaments will start. So it's really a big one for the home-based athletes. Hopefully we'll have some other athletes coming from the US and actually dusting them and picking that ticket to represent Nigeria at the World Championships, because the federation is actually saying that they might just have lean athletes. When you mean lean, not like
no longer a jamboree really, because
no more than 20
you must merit a place.
You must deserve to be on the team. And the good thing is everybody, we understand what we're going through in terms of cash cash is in there for you to carry everybody along and make it a jamboree. The best of the best are the ones that will get a chance to be on the team. So we are not going with a large contingent anymore. You have to merit a place on the team. So that's for the home-based athletes to shape up and try to show to everybody that they deserve to be there. We wish them the best of luck, really. And we hope that the AFN, as they carry this along, are also able to make all these investments count at the end of the day. All right.
I think they're also having an advantage because if you check right now, the National Sports Commission, athletes are supposed to be in camp because they said camp was supposed to start for the All Africa Games middle of June.
Different
and this is precisely
are already starting
and you don't have the national camp. So Nigerian athletes will just have that advantage, take advantage of the competitions and all that and prepare themselves for the All African Games in September. So that's also a plus for them.
Okay, so we'll keep our eyes on that. Sisi will try to find out exactly how this pans out and how they're getting ready for all these competitions so that at the end of the day, we can really get the best of the best to represent Nigeria. All right, very quickly, guys, let's come back home. Let's come quickly to football. We are home already, but let's come to football very quickly. Let's still stay in Kaduna because that's where looks like that will be the home of the Super Eagles for a few years, or a few months to come, or a few games to come. That looks like that will be the home of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And the story is that we're going to be playing Egypt. The Nigerian Football Federation today announced that we're going to be playing Egypt next year in Kaduna at the Ahmadu Bello Stadium. And then they decided to announce this almost 1 year ahead so that we can make that tough a lot better than it is right now.
Tony, I agree with you. Apart from the playing surface, I think Kaduna is okay. For Keshi too, it has brought in some good omen for him. He has not lost. Remember that in his first
Zambia 2-0.
No, he beat Zambia at his first game.
The Burkina Faso friendly.
So he too personally will have that special affinity for Kaduna, unlike the other uncommon transformation grounds.
What do you mean by that?
So I think well, it's done and dusted. 1 year before the match against the Pharaohs of Egypt. Remember that the Pharaohs are not going to be like Tanzania or Chad. These are top side in Africa. So we need a lot of preparation.
But 1 year is a long time. A lot can still change between now and next year.
No, but if the coach and the federation have decided that it's going to be
where they want to go,
I think it's better to stick to that venue because mentally you already know, that you are going to Kaduna to play the crowd.
And you have a lot of time to work on the pitch now.
And the advantage of the fans coming to watch matches there is also, very, very key. Unlike some other centers that I don't want to mention, but I know you will still bring up their names later.
Okay, so that's it. It looks like Kaduna will now the venue, the new home of the Super Eagles. But there's a little issue. Our next game for the Super Eagles is this year.
Yes. It's September.
September 4th.
No, away. That game is away. Our next home game, is the CHAN qualifier.
Yeah.
The NFF have not come out to tell us where that will be taking place. Do we assume it's going to be Kaduna, or will